Here are 4 keys. I guess that's 8. Here are 4 keys to stop worrying about what people think about you. Okay, so check this out. Here's a little quote, a funny quote I want to share with you. And it goes like this. In our 20s and 30s, we're always worried about what people think about us or what will people think about us. In our 40s and 50s, we kind of stop worrying what people think about us and are less concerned about what people think about us. And then in our, 60s and 70s, we actually come to realize that no one was thinking about us all along anyway. So we're worried what people think about it, but usually people are so wrapped up in their own head, worried about their own lives and what people think about them, that they're often too concerned and too busy looking at us and thinking about us and judging us. So just a quick funny quote for you to think about. Most people are too much in their head anyways to even worry or think about you. And if something blows up, something happens, you make a mistake, a big one or a small one. I did a blog video earlier this week that had no sound. Matt, is anyone going to really remember that in a day or 3 or a week? No. So stop worrying. Okay, cool. So number 1, what to do when you're worried what someone's going to think about you, because it's been programmed in from our parents or from whatever. You're worried, what will people think? Your parents saying, what would people think? What would people say? Well, who cares? But in case you need these steps, number 1, just breathe through it. Just that feeling, that fear, that worry. Sounds simple, but it works. Just breathe through it. Deep breathe through it. Let that feeling be there. Instead of fighting it or resisting it, because what you resist will persist, just let it be there. Breathe through it. Eventually, it'll go away. It'll dissipate. Trust me. It's awesome. It's awesome. Number 2, just do it. If you're fear of it, if you're afraid of it, if you're worried what people are going to think, just do it anyways. If you're fearing, it means it's important to you. Usually, if something is not important to us, we don't really care. We don't care what people think. We don't care if it doesn't work. We don't care if we don't do it. If something's really important to us, that's when some of the biggest fears happen, because it's important. It's our mission or purpose or something it's impactful and powerful for us. So often that's where we get worried, right? So if that's the case, do it within 3 seconds. If you want to check out my 3-second hack video, the 3-second rule. Anyways, I digress. If you want to do it, if you're worried or scared or worried what people think, do it anyways. If I want to say something about, well, what would people think? Or if I want to do a video on something, what people say is it's going to ruffle people's feathers. That's okay. Go ahead, ruffle people's feathers. Have a message, have a purpose, speak out. Use the gifts that you were given by the universe or God or life, whoever. Use your gifts. And I mean, if you don't want that, then you can, of course, be normal, be average, and neutralize all your gifts and everything you were given. But I suggest doing it. So just do it. Like the shoe says, just do it within 3 seconds or you'll talk yourself out of it. By the way, check out my blog video, the fear to excitement hack, taking you from a fearful place to an excited place very, very, very quickly. So that'll help you move forward as well. Help you also get past fears like flying planes and things like that. And number 3, rationally ask yourself, okay, what does it cost? What is the cost of opportunity if I don't do this? If I don't take action, don't go ahead, don't speak up, don't speak out, don't have my boundaries, don't contribute. If I don't take action towards this, if I don't start this, what is the cost? What is the time, money, energy cost if you don't do this? Often it's pretty damn big. And what is the amazing thing that can happen if I do? Write down all the amazing things that'll happen if you do take action, you do this. You forget what people say. Who cares what people say? If you go ahead and do this, list on all the amazing things that'll happen and ask, is that worth it? So rationalize it. Is that worth it? Number 4, remember that people really aren't thinking that much about you anyways. If they are, they probably don't have, if they're judging and complaining or chirping you online or something, or giving you negative feedback, or if they're putting you down, then they probably have nothing better to do anyways. And how can you actually value that? How can you value them if they have nothing better to do than to put you down, point out your mistakes, obviously not in a helpful way, but point out your mistakes, crap all over you, whatever metaphor you want to use, put you down. How can you take them? Why would you value them? Why would you value anything about them? Why would you value what they say? So those are 4 quick tips on how to get past worrying what people think about you. So breathe through the fear and it'll happen. It'll disappear eventually. It'll come out. You'll move through it. Just do it within 3 seconds. Rationally, okay, what's the cost of opportunity, time, money, energy, fulfillment if I don't do this? What are the awesome things that happen if I do? And number 4, remember that people actually aren't thinking that much about us anyways. And if something does blow up, if something happens, honestly, people are going to forget about it in a day. Look at the news. I mean, there's new stuff coming out every day. Most of it not very valuable, but in all your feeds, all the news, everything, really stuff coming up every day. Are people going to remember a failure or a mistake or a screw up that you did in a day, let alone a week, let alone a year? Probably not. And remember, you can always say sorry. When in doubt, speak out, shout it out, contribute with purpose, with passion, with a positive intention. This is not a permission to be an ass, right? So avoid being an ass. However, again, if you do ruffle someone's feathers or you say something the wrong way, you can always reframe it. You can always apologize. You can always say, hey, my bad. I meant it this way. I don't know if it was received this way, but this is what I meant when I said that. Was that what came across? Did it come across differently? How did you receive it? And is there anything do I need to apologize if I've ruffled your feathers, or if you feel I've put you down? That was not my intent. My intent was to help, to contribute, to help you see things another way, to be devil's advocate, right? You can always apologize. Never too late to apologize, right? And if someone really doesn't like what you say and you're being authentic and they're real you, and they don't like you or really don't want to hear from you, do you want to hang out with them anyways? Do you want to work for them anyways? If you speak up at work, or you speak up in a relationship or in a group of friends, and they don't want to hear what you say, or they don't value your thoughts or your opinion, they don't value you, they don't let you speak, they don't want to hear from you, why the hell would you want to work with them? Why would you want to date them or be friends with them or be colleagues or business colleagues? Why would you want them as a client, right? I used to worry so much when I was onboarding coaching clients that, well, if I ruffle their feathers, if I say something wrong, or if I don't call them out on their bullshit, I say, no, actually, I disagree. Or no, actually, that sounds like it might be a limiting belief. Or actually, it sounds like that's getting in your way. It sounds like that is a barrier more than actually real evidence or a real reason. That sounds like it might just be, a perceived barrier, a made up barrier, or a story. And it was affecting my sales. Nothing will kill your sales and your results more with clients than trying to be liked or being super attached to what people think about you, right? Or super attached to the sale or to the hire or whatever you're doing. Be you, be real, be authentic. Avoid, killing that sales, so to speak, and avoid wanting to be liked. Avoid wanting to sound too smart. It's that ego, and people can see it's the ego versus truly wanting to help them. And Einstein said it brilliantly. If you can't explain something simply enough, you don't understand it well enough. So you don't have to be, using all these big words and fancy terms and acronyms and everything and wow people and blow them away. Look how smart I am. You just be raw and real with people. Talk to them like a real person. Talk to them in layman terms. Talk to them like a friend. Honestly, talk to prospects, clients, hiring managers, employees. Talk to them like a friend. You're going to have much, much, much better results in communication relationships, and people will take what you say to heart. Hope that's been helpful. Those are 4 ways to stop worrying about what people think about you, because they're not even really thinking about you anyways. Everyone's wrapped up in their own crap in their own world, worrying about them and their lives and paying the bills and what other people think about them. Anyways, till next time, have a powerful day. Talk to you soon. Visit me on unleashyourpower.com or James at Unleash Your Power if you'd like to know more. You want to hear me speak, want to talk more, and feel free to subscribe and check out my blog.